Have you ever wondered what the true power of the Rosary is and what Padre Pio revealed about this profound and ancient prayer? Maybe you have prayed the Rosary many times in life, but what you're about to discover can completely transform your way of relating to this centuries-old devotion and open spiritual doors you never imagined before. Many pray the Rosary as a mechanical ritual, almost like an obligation, without realizing that it is a powerful weapon, a channel capable of changing realities, healing the wounds of the soul, and driving away the darkness that tries to invade our lives. Padre Pio, one of the most miraculous and revered saints of the Catholic Church, not only knew this power but also left clear and specific teachings on how to effectively use the Rosary to receive the greatest graces and protection. From a young age, Padre Pio lived intense spiritual experiences, had clear gifts that connected him directly to divine mysteries, and courageously confronted forces opposed to good. For him, the Rosary was more than a mere repetition of prayers. It was a sacred means to converse with God through the intercession of the Blessed Virgin Mary, a way through which heavenly light could enter our hearts and transform both our inner and outer worlds. Imagine for a moment the power of a prayer that touches the very depths of heaven and causes changes in the most challenging circumstances. The secret of Padre Pio, so that the Rosary truly impacted people's lives, rested on 5 fundamental pillars that he repeatedly emphasized to his spiritual children. The first is to pray with the heart and not just with the lips. For Padre Pio, the essence of the Rosary is not in the quantity of prayers, but in their quality. He compared prayer said without love to wilted flowers offered to the Mother of God, which do not please the receiver. Each Hail Mary needs to be a sincere expression of love, each Our Father a deep surrender, and the mysteries contemplated with true devotion, so that the Spirit rises and grace descends. One of the greatest obstacles the saint revealed was the mechanical way many approach prayer. He observed that people often pray the Rosary while distracted, looking at their phones, thinking of daily tasks, or simply rushing to finish quickly. This attitude prevents the Rosary from becoming a living encounter with God. Padre Pio taught that the mind and heart must be focused because distracted prayer loses strength, becoming like a phone call with static where the message does not arrive clearly. Moreover, Padre Pio emphasized the importance of deep meditation on the mysteries of the Rosary. For him, these mysteries were not just words but gateways to the drama of salvation. By contemplating the Annunciation, the birth of Jesus, his suffering and resurrection, we are invited to enter the scene, feel the presence of God acting, and transform our own lives. Meditating on the mysteries is like strolling through a sacred garden where each flower represents a grace and every fragrance a promise of divine love. Without this meditation, Padre Pio said the Rosary is a body without a soul, a hollow prayer that bears no spiritual fruits. Another valuable secret Padre Pio detailed was the need to prepare the soul before starting the Rosary. Pausing a moment, doing an examination of conscience, sincerely asking for forgiveness and invoking the Holy Spirit to guide the prayer greatly elevate the power of meditation and devotion. It is like tuning an instrument before a concert. A little preparation can transform the entire spiritual symphony you are about to perform. Without this preparation, all prayer may lose clarity, becoming disjointed and unable to open the channels of grace. The last point Padre Pio stressed is praying with a clear and specific intention. Instead of praying vaguely or generically, He encouraged bringing to mind people, causes, problems, or needs that require intercession. The Rosary thus becomes a conscious offering, a focused bouquet of prayers capable of breaking spiritual barriers and obtaining tangible results. Padre Pio understood that this focused intention activates direct communication with heaven, because God responds to the heart that calls for what truly matters. Throughout Padre Pio's life, testimonies of graces, miracles, and healings related to faithful and devout use of the Rosary were countless. People troubled by desperate situations saw their lives transformed. The sick received healing, families found reconciliation, and souls were freed from evil influence. These accounts are not fiction, but the reality that accompanies a careful and loving dedication to the devotion taught by the saint. By practicing the Rosary according to Padre Pio's school, you align yourself with a living tradition that touches heaven and pours blessings abundantly upon those devoted with faith and perseverance. He himself recommended that the Rosary be prayed daily with an open heart, and that respect, humility, and concentration never be lost, since all are indispensable for prayer to fulfill its transforming role. There is no need to be an expert or a saint to begin this journey. Padre Pio recalled that simplicity in faith, genuine desire to love, and willingness to learn are enough for the Rosary to become an inexhaustible source of blessings. Every time you hold your Rosary, bringing your soul in love and your mind focused on the mysteries, you are planting seeds of light for your life and the world. Therefore, do not let the Rosary be just another empty repetition in your day. Make it a sacred moment, a personal and transformative encounter. Start today, practicing Padre Pio's tips, caring for your posture, your attention, your intention, and your meditation. And always remember that true prayer is above all a dialogue of love, a sincere conversation between you and God through Mary, your Heavenly Mother. If this teaching touched your heart, leave a comment telling us how you pray the Rosary, and if you have already felt any deep spiritual change by following this practice, share this video so more people discover the secret that can change their lives and strengthen their faith with a simple but powerful gesture. Subscribe to the channel to keep receiving content based on Padre Pio's teachings, true spiritual treasures that illuminate paths and protect souls. Turn on the notification bell to never miss an update, and come be part of this community of faith, prayer, and transformation. Remember, the power of the Rosary is in your hands, but above all in your open heart, willing to love, meditate, and trust. May Padre Pio intercede for you and lead you to a life full of grace, peace, and blessings. Thank you for being with us on this journey, and see you in the next video, where we will continue to uncover the mysteries that make the Catholic faith an endless source of light.